I'm going to give you just a quick little look behind the scenes of the SEM website, the back end of our content management system. We use a company called FinalSite. They do quite a few websites, mainly for schools, mainly for private schools. So this is what our back end looks like when you first go into it, updates and all kinds of information that really nobody ever looks at. When you click over here, you can see all the other all the websites that we've done. Actually, this is our 4th website with FinalSite. This one at the bottom is probably the current one as you're watching this video. So I'm going to actually, let's see, click here and take you to this is where you see all the different pages on the website. So this is our About SEM page from the back end. Looking at it from the back end where you do the editing sometimes is really misleading because you can't really tell what it looks like when it's all done. But new websites have to be optimized so that they can fit on your phone or whatever device you're looking at. So instead of the clean HTML that you're using for your current websites, this also uses HTML, but they're in little content areas, so that when you see them on like a web or phone, see, I can even from here I can take a look and I can see what it will look like on a phone. So if I go to this teeny phone, you can see that each of those little sections lines up one on top of the other. So that gives you a better idea of what goes on there. But I can go in this back end and I can edit any of these little areas, or I can delete them, I can move them around. And it's already pre-packaged with fonts that we use, so the cascading style sheet is already set up for us, and we don't have to worry about really too much of that sort of thing. So it also has a bunch of utilities. So for instance, if we click on the resources and we click here, these are all the different pictures and different things that we use on our website. Just like you have for your website, you'll have a couple of pictures. We have quite a few more pictures and into different categories that we have them all in. So the other thing that this website does is it has a lot of different plug-in things that are not just coded in HTML, things like the athletics module. So if I go here, I can just show you, this is the back end of the athletics manager. Miss Mills pretty much loads this stuff up, so that it's got the calendar, the athletic calendars. We've got an area that takes care of news stories, and we send out the SEM Weekly gets sent out of this particular platform under, let's see, also up here under messages. So there's an awful lot that goes on in the back end of a content management system, not just an HTML website. But I just wanted to give you some kind of an idea of what it looks like. I'm going to actually go back to the current website, which is up here, or the current portal page, which is here. So this should look kind of familiar to you. Actually, the new website that's launched will be different, but I'm recording this over the holiday break, shortly after we had our revel and our end of the year celebrations. But once again, this is all the back end. These are accordion modules. These are all things that are kind of pre-packaged into our website. But the cool thing is that because I know HTML, I can go in and I can do some things that people who don't know HTML couldn't do. So let me just give you an example. Let me just go into, let's see, where's a good place to do that. All right, I'll just add an element here. Because I can go into this, I can add a content element, and when I go into the element, I get this, and that's actually an HTML. That's where I could program things in HTML, right, in our own website. So let's just say, just because to make this quicker, is I just want a horizontal line here, all right, and you guys all know that HR is what gives you a horizontal line. So if I click save, and then I go out of this compose, you'll see now I've got a horizontal line across here. So knowing HTML is still an advantage, even though most websites are done in content management systems these days. It's like knowing how to do math before you pick up a calculator. So I hope you guys had a little bit of an insight into our back end. If you ever want to see more of it or you're interested, stop by and I'm happy to show it to you or explain anything at all.